Tang and Hua were once on the same racing team and both showed great promise as motorcycle racers, but Tang eventually left the sport and went into big business, while Hua continued to improve. Now Hua has become a real star and wins the most prestigious races. Unable to stand it, Tan decides to come back to show the world that he is capable of something too. Lost But Win was pitched in the press as the first Chinese movie about motorcycle racing, but that's not quite true. Back in 2018, the director of this film, Xin Zhang, made the sports drama Faster Than the Wind, which was about a former motorcycle racer trying to get back into the big game after a serious injury. The film was made for online streaming platforms and had no superstars in his cast, but the professional community noticed the movie, and Lost But Win was supposed to become its improved version, with an increased budget, recognizable faces in the cast and wide distribution in cinema theaters. But man presumes and God disposes. First, scheduled for August 2020 shooting had to be postponed for a month and a half because of the coronavirus pandemic. Then the producers decided that the cinema distribution after the epidemic is not in a good state to invest in the release, advertising and promotion right now. So in the end, Lost But Win, completed back in 2021, from a movie release turned into an exclusive for online cinemas, where it made almost no impression on the audience. And this is worth dwelling on in more detail, because it's not a bad movie. Perhaps its role has played not quite the right choice of actors. The main roles in the film were given to Michael Tsai and Jason Chu, the stars of the popular in the 90s in Hong Kong movie cycle Young and Dangerous, who for the last 10 years squandered their star power on cheap flicks for the internet. Their faces on the poster immediately set up certain expectations, while Lost But Win is a serious and not stupid, albeit overly didactic movie about the fact that victory comes only to those who dedicate themselves to achieving it, that time spares no one, and that irreconcilable rivals in sports can be the best of friends outside the racetrack. You can see that Xin Zhang knows this subject, it's close and important to him, and there are scenes in the movie that are truly moving. But as a work of fiction, Lost But Win still limps along because we never really connect to the main character. Why Tang suddenly decides to return to motorcycle racing after 10 years, we are never told. He simply sees Hua's triumph on TV and decides it's time for him to come back. At the same time, nothing seems to change in his life. He has no family to lose because of his aspiration, he has no health issues and money are no problem for him. His stake in this fight is minimal, which keeps the degree of dramatic tension somewhere around the 0 mark. And this for a sports movie is tantamount to a verdict. Tang and Hua